There is absolutely no excuse to stay broke, fellas. Listen, life is tough, and you may find yourself in a situation one day where you've run out of money. You've maxed out your credit card. You've got bills due to come out and no money coming in. You start panicking. It's very fucking stressful. You don't know what to do. You start pacing around your apartment. You sit in your car for hours on end, just staring into the abyss, not knowing what the fuck to do next. I've been there. I've been in situations where I'm praying that my card doesn't get declined. I'm at the till about to buy a fucking sandwich for like £2.50, and I'm just fucking praying it goes through. And guess what happened in that particular moment where I tried to buy that fucking sandwich? My card was declined, and I told myself there and then, never again will I allow myself to be this broke. It's unacceptable. It was the most humiliating feeling I've ever been through. There were people behind me, and I was like, man, let's fuck this shit, man. This is absolutely unacceptable. And you know what? It was my fault. There were a series of decisions that led me to that point. I could have saved better when I had a job. I could have applied for a better job. Now, I know some of you might say, well, Ali, I don't have a degree. Neither do I. I don't have a degree either. But it's about being resourceful. Tony Robbins once said, it's not about your resources, it's about your resourcefulness. Okay? Some of you guys are in low-paid jobs because you've accepted the fact that you can't get any better. It's your fault. Your comfort zone has created the environment that you're in right now. Now, if you tell yourself, you know what, man, fuck this. This is unacceptable. I can't be earning this much. I'm capable of earning way more. When you make that decision, guys, it's all about making that decision. Trust me, and I know it sounds very corny. Oh, what do you mean making a decision? It's not that easy. Believe me, when you've made the decision that it's unacceptable, I need better, I deserve better, then things start changing. Believe me, things start coming your way. Most men today have accepted a crap life, have settled for it. Well, yeah, you know, as long as it pays the bills, and, you know, they're one little problem away from financial disaster, their car breaking down. We know how that feels, guys. You're broke, and then your car just makes a weird noise one day as you're driving home from work, and you're like, oh my fucking God, what am I going to do next? You break down in the middle of nowhere, and you can't even afford to fucking get the bus home, and you're like, oh my God, man, what is this? You know, I've been there, man. And it's not easy. But what I want you guys to do is, I want you guys to raise your standards. Tell yourself, no, I can do more. Especially if you're young, man. Okay? You can easily go out there and acquire a new skill, attend a course to improve the way you're perceived by potential employers. I mean, you can do a lot. It's not all doom and gloom. I don't believe in that bullshit. You can do something. Even if you're older, you can do something about it. You know, whilst you are in the job that you have right now, start applying to other jobs that pay more and have a better package overall. Okay, now I get it. If something happened one day, you got fired from one job and, you know, you didn't expect it to happen. In the meantime, definitely take any job. You can wash fucking dishes. You can work at a warehouse. I've done that. I've worked in a warehouse before. And, you know, some of them pay okay money. And I say okay money, I mean a respectable amount of money. Nothing lavish, but it'll get the job done in the meantime. But some of you guys, your pride is too high. It won't allow you to apply for a warehouse job, and as a result, you stay broke. The creditors are calling. Your bills are being overturned, your direct debits. And it's not because you can't do anything about it. You can. It's just that you've decided not to. I don't want to work in a warehouse. It's cold. It's hard. Well, then stay broke. Don't complain about it. You have no right to, because there's solutions right in front of you, but you don't want to take them. I mean, warehouse jobs are available just like that. There's a new warehouse popping up almost every fucking month. Even if it requires you to travel a little bit, at least get the cash flow in, get the money in. Don't think about the logistics later, how you're going to get back home, etc. You might meet someone there who lives in the same area as you. You guys can get the same car to work, there and back. You can pay him a little bit of money, which I recommend. It's a decent thing to do from man to man. But there you go, there's your transport sorted. Guys have too much pride. They want to portray an image. Maybe you financed the fucking Mercedes C-Class, and then you lost your fancy job, and now you're thinking to yourself, oh, I don't want to rock up to a warehouse in a C-Class. What if I meet someone there who knows me from my last job and they think I'm a brokey, and they think I'm... Who gives a fuck what they think? You're a man, you're doing an honest job. There is nothing humiliating, there's nothing embarrassing about making an honest living, as long as it's moral, legal and ethical. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But when you're young, you want to portray an image, you don't want girls to think that you work in a lesser job, and you start lying. It's bullshit. Put yourself first. You need to make sure that you're taken care of, that you've got money coming in, that you can afford to pay the rent, that you can afford to put gas in your car, or petrol, as we say in the UK, right? Fuck your ego. It will keep you broke if you're not careful. Now, if you have a healthy ego, which I believe every man should have, a healthy ego, and that's because you know what you're fucking worth. You know what you're good at. Then you go out there and you demand more. Okay? But don't let your ego prevent you from getting better jobs and from making more money. And I know a lot of guys that follow self-improvement channels hate jobs, because a lot of these fucking idiots talk down about jobs. Oh, job 9 to 5 is bullshit. No, we need people to work 9 to 5s to keep society functioning. I know guys that work 9 to 5s that make a ridiculous amount of money. And the environment is great. They've got a good package, company car, laptop. You know, some of them even have their accommodation paid for. It's not all fucking negative. And you can use that money to work on your business if you're entrepreneurial in the way that you think. One of the mistakes I made early on in my 20s is I thought jobs were a fucking scam, fuck job, and that kept me broke. That put me in very difficult situations. And guess what I needed to do eventually? Get back in a job. Because there was a period where I was running my own business and I thought, yeah, man, the money ain't ever going to dry up. And believe me, it does. Business is brutal, it's harsh, it's a difficult environment. So you can't look down on jobs because eventually you may fucking need one again. Okay, so keep improving your skill. Be resourceful, ask around, hey mate, do you know somebody? Yeah, I know somebody's actually, you know, he got a new job, you know, or they're looking for new. Be resourceful. You'd be surprised as to what can happen. Your comfort zone is keeping you earning the same money you're earning right now. If you really want to change that, you've got to get fed up and make a decision. You know what? Enough is enough. I'm not going to earn this money anymore. I'm going to earn way more. You could jump from 25 to 30 to 35 a year in the UK quite comfortably if you're resourceful. I don't know what the environment is like in the US, but I would imagine you can also increase your salary by 10, 20% relatively easily. If you present yourself well and you come across confident in your interview. And I'll make videos on how to sort of present yourself in the best possible way in interviews as well, because I believe that will help quite a lot of you. But you need to eliminate this animosity and resentment towards 9 to 5s. Okay? You need a job, even if you're an entrepreneur, to keep the bills paid, to keep you functioning, to keep you fucking alive. Eventually, when your business does better than your job, maybe it replaces the job, your job's income completely, or it could start paying off a significant portion of your bills, then yeah, I mean, you can then start having that discussion. But even then, I would bank some savings first, maybe 6 to 12 months, and then you can think about walking away. Even that is still a high risk. Okay, so you need to make sure that, okay, your business is functioning, you have no debts, you've got a good amount of money banked, then you can entertain that conversation. Okay, but you cannot stay broke, guys, because your ego's getting in the way. Oh, it's beneath me to work in a warehouse, beneath me to work in a supermarket. You need to be making money. Otherwise, your broke ass is going to have to beg for money from people. And that's never a good feeling, is it? Oh, can you please wire me over? If you have a solution right in front of you and you refuse it and you go to someone to beg for money, you're an idiot. Because you're not willing to be helped. You're looking for the easy way out. Oh, give me some cash. No, man. As men, you've got to remember the rules are different for men. Society doesn't give a fuck about you if you're broke and homeless. You've got to get yourself out of your situation. Now, a woman may be helped because she's seen as vulnerable, and if she's out on the streets and she's broke, you know, she's a target, right? But as men, if If you sleep in your car, people ain't going to give a shit about you, mate. So you got to give a shit about yourself. Help yourself out. Okay? You got to start somewhere. Eventually, you can move away from that job into another job, and you steadily improve. Now, I know for a lot of you guys that follow my channel, you want to be entrepreneurs. Like I said, keep the job until your entrepreneurial side hustle starts to become a lot better for you in terms of the financial return it's giving you. Because in the beginning, you're going to be broke. You're not going to start a drop shipping business today and then next month you're fucking making 10k a month. No, it's not going to work that way. It may take 3 years for you to start seeing a healthy return, 3k, 4k. Okay? So you got to have a realistic perspective on time. Okay? Hopefully this video helps you fellas. Keep working hard, keep grinding. You can make more money. There is money out there. There's no shortage. And stop thinking of yourself as, oh, I'm not good enough. I can't get a job like that. Believe me, you can. You are good enough. You need to tell yourself that. Because remember what I always say, words are powerful. They can bring you up or bring you down. Okay, the warrior within listens to the words that you utter and is either strengthened by them or weakened by them. And for a lot of you, you're weakening yourself through the words that you speak. You are fucking capable. You can go out there and make a lot more fucking money. You just got to make that decision. Hit that like and subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace.